Hello, my name is Ephraim Garwe. I am an author, a motivational speaker, coach, trainer, and MC. I have written and published 6 books to date. 5 of my books are motivational books that just talk about encouraging people to be the best that they can be, following their dreams and being the best version of yourself. My recent book, which I'm going to talk about today, is a social commentary book that deals about life in the diaspora and the challenges that people have to deal with when they come to the diaspora. I've featured on a number of TV programs on Morning Live, that is on SABC News. My work has also featured on radio programs and in some newspaper as well. So, I've featured in a number of programs. I recently came to the UK just over 18 months ago, close to 2 years now. And when I came to the UK, obviously, you have the idea that you're going to the United Kingdom, Great Britain. I mean, the idea that we grew up with, from Africa is that, things are rosy and butterflies in the UK, or let me say in Europe. But what people don't realize is that when you come to the diaspora, there's so many things that people don't talk about. There's so many things that people don't share. And there's a lot of hidden information. And I decided to write this book, which I've titled Surviving the Diaspora. Surviving the Diaspora. And the book talks about how to navigate, the treacherous journey of building life away from home. To begin with, when I came to the UK, I obviously made many big mistakes. And I don't want others to make the same mistakes. So I've written this book to try and educate people, to try and inform people, not to make the same mistakes I've made when I came to the UK. Number one mistake that I made when I came to the UK is being too excited about the idea of just going to a foreign country, being too excited with the idea of going to Europe, being too excited with the idea of just going to the diaspora. What that did to me is I did not put time and effort into research. I did not understand where I was going. I did not understand the economic environment where I was going. I was just excited with the idea of going to the UK, going to the diaspora, going to Europe. And I did not do my due diligence. I did not do research. I did not know how things work. So I just came. And when I arrived, I realized that there were so many things I could have researched and known before I came. Number two, the mistake I made was to look at the job offer that I got, and look at the annual salary that I was going to come and get, and convert that money into rand value. Now, when I did that, the salary which I was getting in rand value in South Africa, it tripled. It was 3 times more than So I fooled myself thinking that I was going to get 3 times more I was getting in South Africa. Now, what I did not understand was that these were 2 different economies. You are looking at the South African economy, but at the same time, you are looking at the UK economy. These are 2 different economies. Now, when I then arrived here, I realized that the salary which I was meant to receive was nothing. All of it was going away, with the bills. So that's the biggest mistake that I made as well. I fooled myself thinking that I was going to earn more money. I was going to enjoy a good life. Number 3, not understanding the economic environment, not understanding the cost of living in the country where I was coming. I did not understand. I did not research in terms of the cost of housing. I did not research in terms of just the costs that are associated with living in the UK. And there's so many things that take your money away. For example, when I was in South Africa, I drove a car for 8 years without insurance. Fortunately, I did not get into any accident, but the fact that I was not forced, it wasn't a mandatory for me to have car insurance. I lived 8 years without paying insurance. But now, when you come into this country, when you come into the diaspora, where you are mandated, you are forced to have car insurance, you're forced to have car tax, you're forced to pay bills, you're forced to pay this and pay that and pay this and pay that. All those things I did not look into, that I did not understand. All I did was I was very excited. I just wanted to come. Obviously, there are many challenges that people face in this country. I have spoken to many people who sold their houses, who sold their cars in Zimbabwe and other parts of Africa, people who sold everything they own just to come to the UK, only to arrive here and realize that they were sold a dummy. They were told lies. I've spoken to somebody who told me that they were promised that you can sell the house, you can sell the cars, you'll be able to recover all of that in 3 months. They are here 2 years later, they're still struggling. They haven't been able to settle down. So those are some of the mistakes that people make when they come to the UK. I also made the same mistakes, and I don't want people to make those mistakes when they are coming in. You need to understand where you're going. You need to research in terms of the city where you're going. Otherwise, if you don't research, you come here and you struggle. You will struggle in terms of just your body adjusting to the weather. You will struggle in terms of just finding a house to rent. That's the struggle here. When I was in Zimbabwe or South Africa, we never struggled to find a house to rent. When you come here, the struggle is real. You cannot find a house to rent. It's a mountain to climb for you to find a house. These are some of the struggles that people have to deal with. There's a struggles of laws that are very strict. There's struggles of finding parking, in the city. There's struggles of so many things. Now, I do share a lot of those things in this book, Surviving the Diaspora. And I would love you to be, perhaps you are planning to come to the UK or any other diaspora, destination for that matter. It could be Australia, it could be New Zealand, it could be UK, it could be Germany, or it could be America. Anywhere you could be planning to go. I believe that what I've written in this book can actually help you to be prepared to go wherever you want to go prepared. So I urge you to go and find the book on Amazon. If you just write my name, Ephraim Garo, on Amazon, all my books will come through, and then you will be able to just select this book. You can also follow me on Facebook as well. You can follow me on Instagram and on X as well. We are planning book launch on the 6th of July, and we're going to be talking about the struggles that people deal with in the diaspora. So please follow me on Facebook, where we will be posting quite a number of updates there. Thank you very much. Ephraim Garo here.